Chapter 521, The Spendthrift Game. The iron-winged black turtle goes crazy, give her 2 days. As long as she doesn't care so much about the top-level fairy fruit, I will give her a chance to join the family of prodigals. Looking at Gao Xiaoya, who turned and left, Yifeng also muttered to himself. In his opinion, if Gao Xiaoya can spend the top-level fairy fruit that she cares about the most at will, then other treasures will not be a problem. On the other side. Old Iron. Should I say it or not? Why do I feel that your master is a little bit wrong? Besides, I always have a feeling that you are going to be in big trouble. Looking at Gao Xiaoya, who was striding over, the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion also reminded the iron-winged black turtle beside him. No way. Miss Gao doesn't look like someone who would torture me. Look how simple she is, look how kind she is, look how freaking scary she is when she takes out the bloodthirsty soul-breaking arrow. At the end, the iron-winged black turtle's voice began to tremble, and it felt that things seemed to be developing in a bad direction. My friend. Come with me. I want to ruin my family, but I need your help. Gao Xiaoya dragged the iron-winged black turtle towards Yifeng, who was not far away. Xiaoya. Why did you bring the iron-winged black turtle here? Seeing Gao Xiaoya coming over with the iron-winged black turtle, Yifeng asked, curiously. Mr. Yi. I suddenly thought of an extremely fun game of ruining my family. So, I want to invite everyone to join. Hearing Yifeng's question, Gao Xiaoya also smiled and explained. After a moment. Ms. Gao. Stop it. You can be a spendthrift, but you can't joke with my life. At this time, the iron-winged black turtle, which stood straight but had a fairy fruit in its hands, head, armpits, and legs, also shouted with a trembling voice. It was really going crazy at this moment. Even if it wanted to shoot the bloodthirsty soul-breaking arrows at the fairy fruits in various parts of its body like flying knives, it could just find a stone instead. In this situation, if it was thrown off, it would be dead. It didn't have the ability of the 3-headed tiger demon to withstand 10 bloodthirsty soul-breaking arrows. My friend. I'm sorry for putting you down. But don't worry, as long as you don't move, we won't let it go astray, and I'll give you a lot of top-grade fairy fruits later. At this point, Gao Xiaoya lowered her voice and continued, I have hired Master Xiaoba with 50,000 flying fairy fruits. If it goes astray, Master Xiaoba will take action, so you won't be in any danger of life in this game of squandering. That's right. Gao Xiaoya asked the iron-winged black turtle to hold these fairy fruits, not because she wanted to play with them, but because she wanted to take this opportunity to squander a wave of top-grade fairy fruits. Whether it was the top-grade fairy fruits promised to the iron-winged black turtle later, or the top-grade fairy fruits hired by the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion, she gave them out on purpose. If it wasn't for squandering the top-grade fairy fruits, she could just find a big rock to replace the iron-winged black turtle. Talent. Xiaoya, this girl is really a talent. She was able to make a living dart in her last life. She is so damn talented. And whether it is the top-level fairy fruit promised to the iron-winged black turtle or the top-level fairy fruit hired by Xiaoba Zi, it can be seen that her main purpose this time is the top-level fairy fruit of the prodigal son. Thinking of this, Yifeng nodded secretly and muttered to himself, I was thinking of giving her 2 days. It seems that after this prodigal game is over, I can give her a chance to join the prodigal son sect. Ha ha ha. Come on. Just throw arrows at me. Hide, I'm not the iron-winged black turtle. After learning that Gao Xiaoya had done so much safety work for it, the iron-winged black turtle also laughed and shouted to the 3 quasi-saints. Master Ba. I'll trouble you in a while. If they really throw the wrong arrow, then Lao Tai's life will be in your hands. At the same time, the iron-winged black turtle also spoke to the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion, who was watching the excitement on the side with his spiritual sense. Don't worry, buddy. Since I've received the bribe from Miss Gao, I will naturally guarantee your safety. 50,000 flying fairy fruits, I guarantee your safety 5 times, is that okay? After hearing the words of the iron-winged black turtle, the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion also responded with a big laugh using his spiritual sense. 50,000 flying immortal fruits only saved me 5 times. It's really unlucky. However, the people on the opposite side are all immortals. If they use their spiritual sense, there shouldn't be any accidents. After hearing the words of the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion, the iron-winged black turtle also thought to himself. Everyone. We are all immortals. If we play like this, it will be too boring. I suggest that during the game, none of us should use our spiritual sense, and then cover our eyes with black satin. It's best to turn around 10 times in place, before throwing arrows. What do you think of my suggestion? Just when Lu Chongqing, Mu Lin, and Shi Tianlei, the 3 quasi-saints, were excited and ready to throw arrows, Yi Feng hurriedly stopped and then expressed his thoughts. Don't use spiritual sense? And cover your eyes with black satin. And finally turn around 10 times in place? The iron-winged black turtle not far away was stunned when he heard what Yi Feng said, and he shouted in his heart, "Don't play with me, just shoot me to death." Mr. Yi. Isn't it too dangerous to play like this? Hearing Yi Feng's proposal, Gao Xiaoya also reminded him with a slightly uneasy voice. I am so touched. It is a blessing for me, the iron-winged black turtle, to be with such a kind-hearted person like Miss Gao. The iron-winged black turtle, not far away, was so moved that he almost cried when he heard Gao Xiaoya's words. On the other side. Don't worry. I will let Xiao Baozi take care of the safety of the iron-winged black turtle. So, let's just have fun playing this little game. After hearing Gao Xiaoya's concerns, Yi Feng also explained with a smile. Since young Master Yi said so, then there will be absolutely no danger in this little game of losing money. However, I'm worried that Lao Tai will still be scared, so I have to think of a way to help it. Thinking of this, Gao Xiaoya's eyes lit up, and then after taking a piece of black silk from Yi Feng's hand, she walked directly towards the iron-winged black turtle. Lao Tai. There is absolutely no problem with safety. But I'm afraid you will still worry about something, so you wear this thing. As long as you can't see anything, you don't have to worry or be afraid of anything. As she said that, Gao Xiaoya covered the eyes of the iron-winged black turtle with the black silk in her hand. Chapter 522 Young Master Yi, can you give me a chance? Too deep. Miss Gao hides too deep. Looks innocent and kind, but ends up not doing anything. After his eyes were covered by black satin, the iron-winged black turtle also started to complain crazily in his heart. After a while. Xiaoya. Do you want to become a prodigal disciple? Do you want to own countless fairy stones and fairy crystals? Do you want to spend money wantonly and enjoy the joy of spending money? When the 3 quasi-saints were madly throwing arrows at the fairy fruit, Yi Feng also called Gao Xiaoya to his front, and then asked with a serious face. Peng. After hearing this, Gao Xiaoya knelt down in front of Yi Feng without any hesitation, and then hurriedly said, Young Master Yi, Xiaoya wants it. If you want to become a disciple of the prodigal family, you must be 100% loyal to me. And there is only one chance. Whether you can successfully join the prodigal family depends on you. After saying that, Yi Feng put his right hand on Gao Xiaoya's forehead. On the other side, the 3 quasi-saints who were throwing arrows at the fairy fruit stopped when they noticed a familiar breath emerging from the side, and then took off the black satin on their eyes and looked in the direction of Yi Feng and Gao Xiaoya. No wonder the leader wants to keep her with him. It turns out that he is planning to recruit her into the prodigal sect. This Xiaoya is very talented in prodigals. There is nothing wrong with the leader recruiting her into the prodigal sect. Soon, Mu Lin and Shi Tianlei expressed their inner thoughts at the moment. You too. Xiaoya has already joined the prodigal sect, so I am ready to take action against her. You can't snatch her from me. However, Lu Chongqing, who was standing aside, stared at Gao Xiaoya not far away, and said this. We are here to express the idea of Gao Xiaoya joining the prodigal sect. But you are already ready to take action against her, why are you so cunning? Thinking of this, Mu Lin and Shi Tianlei looked at each other and grinned. Lu Chongqing, I'm so sorry. We feel that Gao Xiaoya is also very good, so who can catch up with her depends on their own ability. Swish. Hearing the two people's shameless words, Lu Chongqing didn't say anything more, because he knew that it was meaningless to say anything now, so he rushed directly to the trembling iron-winged black turtle not far away. After all, the little iron turtle is Xiaoya's war pet. If we take this war pet down first, and then let it say more good things about itself in front of Xiaoya from time to time, it will definitely have an unexpected effect. Thinking of this, Lu Chongqing also came to the front of the iron-winged black turtle, and then took off the black satin on the other's eyes, showing a concerned look and said, Little iron turtle, don't be afraid, the two of them are really too much, how can they bully you like this, but don't worry, I have successfully dissuaded them at a great cost, and you are safe now. Just now you were the happiest person shooting arrows. Now it's all our fault? You paid a huge price to dissuade us, but what did you pay? At this time, Mu Lin and Shi Tianlei, who also ran over, were so angry that they shook uncontrollably after hearing Lu Chongqing's shameless words. Little iron turtle. Don't believe him, he is lying to you, it was actually me who stopped them. When Mu Lin rushed over, he also looked at the iron-winged black turtle and said hurriedly. Enough. Can you two still have some shame? If I hadn't snatched all the arrows, would you have stopped? At this time, Shi Tianlei, holding dozens of arrows, also came over, and then looked at the two of them and cursed loudly. What's going on? What are you three devils doing here? Why are you so nice to me all of a sudden? You guys are doing this, and I'm so panicked now. However, the sudden concern of the three people made the iron-winged black turtle panic instantly. It even wanted to say to the three people, what tricks have you come up with? Why don't you just say it directly? Don't scare me like this. Xiaoya. Congratulations on successfully joining the prodigal sect. As a disciple of the prodigal sect, you will have to shoulder your own mission in the future. Don't let me down. Looking at Gao Xiaoya, who successfully joined the prodigal sect, Yifeng also said with a smile. Master. Xiaoya will never let you down. Hearing Yifeng's words, Xiaoya immediately knelt on one knee, and then responded with a serious face. Get up. You can go back to Fengtian hunting ground next, and I need to leave. After all, I still have a lot of things to do. After that, Yifeng stood on the eight-winged golden-eyed wild lion, then soared into the sky, and soon disappeared from Gao Xiaoya's sight. What are those three guys doing around my little iron turtle? When Yifeng left, Gao Xiaoya noticed the situation of the three quasi-saints. The sun is going to set. The second day will be over soon. However, we have successfully found 2 prodigal disciples, and we only need 1 more prodigal disciple to complete the task. Seeing the sun about to set, Yifeng also smiled and talked to himself. Young Master Yi. Can you give me a chance? I also want to join the prodigal sect. After hearing what Yifeng said, the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion gritted his teeth and then mustered up the courage to ask. After hearing what the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion said, Yifeng's eyes lit up. After all, the system said that it would look for a suitable disciple of the prodigal sect in the 3rd immortal realm, and wasn't the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion in the 3rd immortal realm at this time, but thinking of the stupid brain of the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion, Yifeng hesitated. He believed in Xiao Baozi's absolute loyalty, but he was really weak in the aspect of prodigal. System. Is Xiao Baozi suitable to be a disciple of the prodigal? After thinking for a moment, Yifeng also asked the system directly. Ding. The eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion is suitable to be a disciple of the prodigal. Not only it is suitable, but the black blade white jade sculpture is also suitable to be a disciple of the prodigal. Whether to accept them all depends on the host's mood. As Yifeng's voice fell, the voice of the system sounded from his mind. Xiao Baozi's IQ is actually suitable to be a disciple of the prodigal, but the swift red thunder leopard is not suitable? After hearing the words of the system, Yifeng's face also showed a touch of surprise. It's over, it's over. Why didn't young Master Yi respond? Little Leopard and Little Eagle don't know that young Master Yi is also the terrifying leader of the prodigal sect. I must seize this opportunity. Seeing that Yifeng didn't respond for a long time, the eight-winged golden-eyed crazy lion was a little anxious. Chapter 523, Should I say it or not, this mud house is really ugly. Young Master Yi. The sun is about to set. How about we find a place to rest first, so that I can build a place for you to live? When the eight-winged golden-eyed crazy lion thought of a prodigal idea, he also asked. Build a place to live? It's not necessary. After all, we're just staying here for one night. I can just build a fairy crystal bed. After hearing the suggestion of the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion, Yifeng responded casually, and secretly said in his heart, since the system says that Xiao Baozi is suitable to become a disciple of the prodigal family, then give it a chance. After all, it has been with me for a long time and has helped me a lot. As for the black-bladed white jade sculpture, although the other party is also suitable to become a disciple of the prodigal family, Yifeng is not going to accept the other party into the prodigal family, but to let it continue to guard the gate in the Holy Land. It can only be said that the black-bladed white jade sculpture is not lucky, because it took a step back at the beginning and missed the opportunity to become a disciple of the prodigal family. Just stay for one night? Young Master Yi, how can that be possible? You are a spendthrift, even if you stay for one night in the wild, you can't be so casual. After saying that, when the eight-winged golden-eyed crazy lion found an open area in front of it, it took Yifeng and flew directly over. Fuck. Little Baozi is crazy. Isn't it distressed? Seeing that the eight-winged golden-eyed crazy lion first got a lot of dry soil, then crushed 50,000 flying fairy fruits, and used the juice inside to turn the dry soil into mud, it also muttered to itself with a shocked expression. Wait. Little Baozi is not going to use this fruity mud to make a temporary mud house for me. At this moment, a gleam of light suddenly flashed in Yifeng's mind, and then he looked at the eight-winged golden-eyed crazy lion with expectation. He wanted to see if his guess was correct. A moment later, when the extremely ugly earth house was built by the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion, Yifeng's face was instantly covered with black lines. Although this earth house proved that his guess was correct, it must be said that this earth house is really ugly. Young Master Yi. That first time I don't have much experience, but I will practice hard in the future, and the earth house I build next time will definitely satisfy you. Seeing the strange look on Yifeng's face, and looking at the ugly earth house that he himself was a little disgusted with, the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion also explained with embarrassment. It's okay. Although it's a bit ugly, it's your intention after all. And it must be said that this earth house is definitely not something that ordinary people can afford to live in. After hearing the words of the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion, Yifeng also responded with a smile, and then walked into the earth house. That's right. You should have a good rest tonight. Tomorrow I will give you a chance to join the prodigal family. When Yifeng walked into the earthen house, he also reminded the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion outside. Isn't it hallucinating? Young Master Yi said you will give me a chance to join the prodigal family? Isn't this going to take off? After hearing Yifeng's words, the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion was so excited that his whole body trembled. It can be said that in the days of following Yi Feng, whether it was the golden-horned black pig eggs or the delicious top-grade fairy fruits, compared with this opportunity, they were all shit. Little leopard, little eagle. Wait, when I successfully join the prodigal sect, I will show off to you. I'm afraid you would never dream that it was because of your step back that you missed an opportunity to change your fate. At this time, the eight-winged golden-eyed wild lion also excitedly talked to himself. Early the next morning. Let's check the prodigal products refreshed today first. I hope to refresh something interesting. After waking up from the earthen house full of fruit fragrance, Yi Feng also directly checked the prodigal products refreshed today. Today's prodigal product, God-level pill, soul-protecting destiny pill, *1000000, 1 million. God-level pill soul-protecting destiny pill. After taking it, even if you die, it can ensure that the soul will not dissipate within 7 days. What? I've been looking forward to it for a long time, but I was refreshed with these broken pills. After checking the situation of the prodigal products refreshed today, Yi Feng's face also showed a touch of disappointment. Wait. At this moment, Yi Feng suddenly thought of something, a smile appeared on the corner of his mouth, and then he murmured to himself, yesterday, Xiaobatzi built a fruit-scented mud house for me, so can I ask it to build a pill mud house today? On the other side. Why hasn't young Master Yi come out yet? I can't wait any longer. At this moment, the eight-winged golden-eyed lion outside also showed a hint of anxiety. It really didn't expect that Yi Feng could sleep so long and slept until almost noon. Young Master Yi. Why did you wake up so early? I was thinking about getting some game for you first. Just then, when the eight-winged golden-eyed lion saw Yi Feng coming out of the earth house, he smiled and said hurriedly, "Don't worry. Let's see if you can join the prodigal family first. However, no matter whether you succeed or not, you have to get some game later. After sleeping all night, you are really a little hungry." As he said that, Yi Feng walked in front of the eight-winged golden-eyed lion and then put his hand on its head. A moment later. Master. I'll go get you some game right now, it'll be quick, wait here for a moment. When the eight-winged golden-eyed lion successfully became a disciple of the prodigal sect, especially after learning about some of the information about the prodigal sect, he was so excited that he ran away directly. A chicken in my left hand. A pot of wine in my right hand. I take a sip from my left, a sip from my right, there are really no worries in the world. At this time an old man who was drunk and in tattered clothes also staggered towards where Yi Feng was. A moment later. Such a strong fruity aroma. It seems to be the fruity aroma of Feishan fruit, one of the top 10 immortal fruits in the Tiandao battlefield. When the drunk old man came to where Yi Feng was, he sniffed his nose, and a gleam of light flashed in his turbid eyes. Is that an old drunkard? At this time, Yi Feng also noticed the drunk old man who suddenly appeared here. Fuck. What the hell is that? When the drunk old man saw the ugly earth house, he was also shocked and sobered up a lot in an instant. Very soon. After the drunkard walked around the ugly mud house 3 times, he looked at Yi Feng with doubt and asked, "Little brother, why does this mud house emit a strong fruity fragrance? Do you know the reason?" Chapter 524. It's over. My state of mind of no desire is about to collapse. I know. Because the mud used to build this mud house has been blended with a kind of fairy fruit juice, so this mud house will naturally emit the fruity fragrance of that fairy fruit. Hearing the drunkard's question, Yi Feng also smiled and explained. After hearing Yi Feng's answer, the drunkard old man couldn't believe his ears. If it was just an ordinary fairy fruit, he wouldn't have such a big reaction, but this is the Feishan fruit, one of the top 10 fairy fruits in the Tiandao battlefield. Even if he has lived for tens of thousands of years, he has only eaten less than 100 of them. After all, it's someone else's stuff, they can squander it however they want. But why do you want to build such an ugly mud house with such precious mud? Shaking his head helplessly, the drunkard old man also looked at Yifeng with a smile and asked again, "Little brother, do you know how many fairy fruits this mud house consumed in total?" "I know. Not many. 50,000. Hearing the drunkard old man's repeated questioning, Yifeng also answered the other party very straightforwardly. "Ha ha ha. 50,000 flying fairy fruits. It took 50,000 flying fairy fruits to build such an ugly mud house. Interesting, really interesting." After hearing this, the drunkard old man also laughed and walked away. He felt that he could not stay here any longer, otherwise, the state of mind that he had cultivated with great difficulty would be ruined here. I don't know if Xiaobatzi will catch a chicken fairy beast. If he can catch one, he must use this fruity mud to make a beggar chicken to taste. I'm afraid the taste will definitely be unforgettable. Seeing the drunken old man turning around and leaving, Yifeng also muttered to himself with anticipation. "Master. I'm back." At this moment, the voice of the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion also rang from a distance, and then the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion holding 3 chicken-like garbage fairy beasts ran over from a distance. Gulp. Seeing the chicken fairy beasts in the hands of the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion, and thinking of what Yifeng said about using the fruity mud to make a delicious beggar chicken, the drunken old man couldn't help swallowing his saliva, and then walked backwards. What's the matter?" Seeing the drunken old man walking backwards, Yifeng also asked curiously. "This little brother. I, an old drunkard, love eating chicken the most. And I just heard you mention a beggar's chicken, which I have never heard of. So I want to stay and try it. I wonder if it would be convenient for you." Hearing Yifeng's question, the old drunkard directly expressed his thoughts. "Of course. It just so happens that my men have caught 3 of them. After they are cooked, we can share them equally among the 3 of us. However, there is no free lunch here, so if you want to eat a beggar chicken, you must work hard to get it." After hearing what the drunkard old man said, Yifeng also proposed his own solution. "No problem. I wonder what you want me to do for you, little brother." After hearing this, the drunkard old man also looked at Yifeng and asked. "Help me build a mud house. Xiaobatzi and I will make beggar chickens, and then you go to the side and build a mud house. By the way, take this fairy ring, there are some pills in it, you have to melt all those pills into the mud." As he said, Yifeng threw the fairy ring containing 1,000,000 god-level pills, soul-protecting destiny pills, to the drunkard old man, and then walked aside with the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion, watching Xiaobatzi deal with 3 chicken-like garbage fairy beasts. Build another mud house? That's it? After hearing Yifeng's words, the drunkard old man also showed a proud look on his face. Although he had never built a mud house, he believed that the mud house he built would definitely be countless times better than that extremely ugly mud house. Fuck. What the hell is this? However, when the drunkard old man found that there were densely packed 1,000,000 god-level pills in the fairy ring, he felt like he was going crazy. He thought that there were only dozens or hundreds of pills in this fairy ring. Who would have thought that this immortal ring would contain 1,000,000 soul-protecting fate pills, which are god-level pills, and they are god-level pills that can protect the soul. You know, this kind of god-level pill with medicinal effects is extremely precious and rare even for overlord-level forces. For ordinary forces or immortals, it is already a priceless treasure. It's over, it's over. My desireless state of mind is about to collapse. Thinking that he would melt all these 1,000,000 god-level pills into the mud, and then build a pill mud house, he felt that he was crazy. Is this really something that one person can do? What should I do? I can't do it. If I don't do this, I can't eat beggar chicken, it's so fucking torture. Standing in front of a pile of mud, the drunkard old man also showed a trace of struggle on his face. Old drunkard. Why haven't you done anything yet? At this time, Yi Feng, who noticed that the drunkard old man was acting strange, also came over and asked, curiously. Little brother. I can't do it. This is too wasteful. Looking at Yi Feng, who was coming over, the drunkard old man also explained with a wry smile. Don't call me little brother, otherwise I'm afraid I can't control myself and beat you up. So, you should just call me Master Yi. As for the fact that you can't do it, it's actually very easy to solve. As long as you can help me build this medicine house, I will give you 100 god-level medicines, soul-protecting destiny pills as hard work fee, and I will also give you a beggar chicken. What do you think of this deal? After knowing the situation of the drunkard old man, Yi Feng also smiled and said a solution. Really? The drunkard old man was not affected by the 1 million soul-protecting destiny pills in the fairy ring. If he could get 100 soul-protecting destiny pills, he would be very satisfied. Looking at the drunkard old man who was instantly motivated, Yi Feng also smiled and nodded, and then walked towards the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion. Xiao Bazi. What do you think about this old man? We have already taken out so many good things, and you are still hiding your strength. Why doesn't he think about killing people and stealing treasures? After coming to the side of the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion, Yi Feng also picked up a topic a little bored. Chapter 525 Young Master, please behave like a human being and stop messing with my state of mind. Master. This old guy's state of mind is not simple. Although it is not clear how he did it, he has already tempered his state of mind to the state of no desire and no demand. So, let alone you take out 1 million god-level pills, even if you take out 100 million god-level pills, he will not have the idea of killing people to rob treasures. Hearing Yi Feng's inquiry, the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion also explained aloud. However, there is one sentence it did not say, that is, a person who can take out 1 million god-level pills at will. Can it be an ordinary person? Who dares to attack such a person? Oh? The state of mind of no desires? After hearing the explanation of the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion, Yi Feng also lowered his head and pondered. System. Is this drunkard old man suitable to be a prodigal disciple? Also, I have already accepted the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion as a prodigal disciple. Why is there no message of mission completion? After pondering for a moment, Yi Feng also asked the system directly. Ding. The drunkard old man Jing Xiaoyao is suitable to be a prodigal disciple. Ding. Remind the host, although the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion is accepted as a prodigal disciple, it does not meet the mission requirements, so please continue to look for the third suitable prodigal disciple in the third fairyland. After hearing the explanation of the system, Yi Feng also understood that the one brought here does not count. After understanding this situation, Yi Feng also looked at the drunkard old man not far away. Since the other party is suitable to be a prodigal disciple, he will naturally not let him go. A moment later, when the drunkard old man used the mud that had been fused with 1 million soul-protecting fate pills to build a third of the mud house, Yi Feng suddenly came to his side and said in a serious tone, Senior drunkard, I just thought about it and decided not to give you 100 soul-protecting fate pills as a reward for your hard work. Not giving it to you? I've already built 1/3 of the mud house, and you tell me you won't give it to me? Hearing Yi Feng's words, the drunken old man was stunned. He first said he would give it to me, and now he says he won't give it to me. Isn't this just kidding me? If you don't want to give it to me, then you shouldn't have mentioned it in the first place. Huh. After taking a deep breath, the drunken old man also tried to calm himself down, and then comforted himself. After all, it is the other party's thing. If the other party wants to give it, I will take it. If the other party does not want to give it, it can only prove that I have no chance to get the 100 soul protection destiny pills. Thinking of this, the drunken old man also looked at Yi Feng with a smile and said, Young master, since you don't want to give it, I won't force it. I just hope you can give me a beggar chicken to try later. Senior drunkard. I don't want to give you that beggar chicken either. After hearing the words of the drunken old man, Yi Feng also showed a touch of surprise. He didn't expect that if he said he would not give it, the other party would really not care about the hard work of the 100 soul protection destiny pills, but he still wanted to test where the other party's bottom line was. Snap, upon learning that the beggar chicken was gone, the drunkard old man's eyes flashed with anger. After throwing the mud in his hand on the ground, he tried to keep a calm expression and said, "Young master, if this is the case, then I am afraid I can't help you continue to build this mud house. After parting today, I hope we will never meet again. Goodbye. Senior drunkard. I won't give you the hard work fee of 100 soul-protecting destiny pills, because I want to increase it to 10,000. As for the beggar chicken, I am also going to give you 3, otherwise I am afraid one is not enough for you to eat." Seeing the drunkard old man turning around and leaving, Yi Feng also shouted hurriedly. "Fuck. Don't mess with my mood. Can't you finish all these words at once? You are making me want these things? So should I leave or not?" After hearing what Yi Feng said, the drunkard old man who had just walked a few steps stopped after struggling for a second, but his face showed an extremely collapsed look. "Master. Go to the side and rest first, don't let the mud dirty your fairy robe. As for the rest of the mud house, leave it all to me." After walking back, the drunkard old man also persuaded Yi Feng to rest on the side, and he picked up the mud with both hands again and rebuilt the medicine mud house. "I'm not greedy for this little bit of hard work fee, I just want to prove that the mud house I built will definitely be countless times better than that extremely ugly mud house, that's all." At this time, the drunkard old man who started to work again was also deceiving himself. On the other side. "Young Master Yi. You don't want to destroy the other party's state of mind of having no desires, and then take him into the family of prodigals." When Yi Feng walked back, the 8-winged golden-eyed crazy lion also asked curiously. "That's right. I do want to take this drunkard old man into the family of prodigals. I think he is very suitable. But if you want him to become a qualified disciple of the prodigal, you have to help him destroy this state of mind of having no desires and no demands first." After hearing the words of the 8-winged golden-eyed crazy lion, Yi Feng also revealed a serious look and said aloud. "Yes. If we don't solve the other party's state of mind of having no desires, then even if we accept him into the family of prodigals, I'm afraid he won't have too many ideas about the mission of prodigals, but will just be at ease and lose if he has to. That won't work." After hearing Yi Feng's words, the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion also smiled and expressed his thoughts. What are those two people talking about? Why do you always look at me with a strange look from time to time? This makes me a little nervous." At this time, the drunkard old man who was building the mud house noticed the strange situation of Yi Feng and the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion, and his face also showed a trace of uneasiness after a moment. "Senior drunkard. Is this the medicine earth house you built?" When Yi Feng saw that the medicine earth house built by the drunkard old man was uglier than the fruit-scented earth house built by the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion, a look of shock appeared on his face. There is really no harm without comparison. Now looking at it this way, Yi Feng feels that the fruit-scented earth house built by the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion seems to be not so ugly. "Young master. It's mainly because I don't have any experience for the first time, but I can guarantee that if I have the opportunity to build it again in the future, it will definitely be countless times stronger than this." After hearing Yi Feng's words, the drunkard old man also explained with embarrassment. "Next time is next time. But this medicine earth house in front of me is really ugly. So, let's deduct 99% of the hard work fee." Thinking of attacking the other party's desireless state of mind, Yi Feng also directly attacked the hard work fee that the drunkard old man cared about very much. Chapter 526, Fuck the desires and demands, I want to follow my heart. deduct 99% of the hard work fee? Wouldn't it be that there would be only 100 soul-protecting fate pills left in my hands out of 10,000? And originally there were 3 beggar chickens, and after deducting 99%, wouldn't there be only a chicken but left? Hearing Yifeng's words, the drunkard old man was completely stunned. He never thought that just because the alchemy earth house he built was a little ugly, he would have to deduct so much hard work fee. Master. Although this alchemy earth house is a little ugly, it is also the result of my hard work. Can you deduct less hard work fee? After recovering from his shock, the drunkard old man also looked at Yifeng with an embarrassed face and disgust. Less deduction? It seems that this drunkard's state of mind of no desire and no demand has become problematic. Otherwise, he would just accept whatever I give him. Hearing what the drunkard said, Yifeng also showed a smile, and then said, Senior drunkard, since you said so, then less deduction, 98% of the hard work fee, leaving you 0.2% of the hard work fee. After that, Yifeng handed the fairy ring containing 200 soul-protecting fate pills to the drunkard, and then continued, Senior drunkard, the beggar chicken is not ready yet, and the chicken butts and chicken heads of the 3 beggar chickens will be yours. 99% becomes 98%, is this called less deduction? Is there any change? Moreover, what I hate most when eating chicken is the chicken butt and chicken head. As a result, you want to give me the chicken butts and chicken heads of the 3 beggar chickens. After hearing what Yifeng said, the drunkard old man was really going crazy. If he was given another chance, he would never appear here. After all, who can stand such bullying? A moment later, when the 8-winged golden-eyed crazy lion was making beggar chicken, Yifeng found that the drunkard old man was about to leave, and then hurriedly shouted, Senior drunkard, where are you going? Master. The earth house has been built. Then I have nothing to do if I continue to stay here, so I will leave. After hearing what Yifeng said, the drunkard old man also explained aloud, and then continued to walk away. When we eat beggar's chicken later, we must taste some fine wine. If someone can serve tea and wine, we must give him at least 100,000 god-level pills as hard work fee. At this point, Yifeng looked directly at the 8-winged golden-eyed wild lion and continued, Xiaobazi, go to a nearby town and find a waiter in a restaurant. Serve tea and pour wine, and you can get 100,000 god-level pills as hard work fee? Then should I? The drunkard old man who had not walked far was instantly moved after hearing Yifeng's words, but suddenly, he realized one thing, that is, he actually wanted to take the initiative to obtain those god-level elixirs, which was inconsistent with his state of mind of having no desires. No, no, no. Do whatever you want and take things as they come. What is mine, and what is not mine, then I can't take the initiative to fight for it. That is the highest state of having no desires. Thinking of this, the drunkard old man continued to walk away. Fuck. Go to hell with no desires. I just want this hard work fee, why do I have to go against my heart? After walking a few steps, the drunk old man stopped very sincerely, then turned around and shouted to Yifeng, Young master, there is no need to find a waiter, I can do tea and wine, and I hope you can give me a chance to show my skills. Hearing the drunk old man's words, Yifeng's face also showed a smile, and then looked at the drunk old man and said, Drunkard senior, then you have to work hard, if you don't do well, I will deduct some hard work fees. After a long time, when Yifeng smashed the fruity soil on the beggar chicken, a strong fragrance instantly drifted out. The 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion and the drunk old man beside him couldn't help swallowing their saliva after smelling it. They didn't expect that the beggar chicken made with fruity soil would be so fragrant. Be calm and you will feel cooler. If they don't take the initiative to give it to me, then I definitely can't take the initiative to ask for it. Next, I just need to do my job of serving tea and wine, and then get the hard work fee. Looking at Yifeng and the 8-winged golden-eyed wild lion eating the delicious beggar chicken, the drunkard old man turned his head away and kept persuading himself. Little 8. Should I say it or not, I should find a housekeeper. Otherwise, the several top-level fairy fruits, various legendary fairy herbs, and rare treasures in my hands will all rot in my hands. I have to find a way to give them out as hard work fees. Noticing the situation of the drunkard old man, Yifeng also said this with a smile, and then took out the 9 top-level fairy fruits, some legendary fairy herbs, and special treasures from the system space except the flying fairy fruit. I won't take the initiative to let you be my housekeeper. It depends on whether you take the bait or not. As long as you take the initiative to ask for my housekeeper, your state of mind of not wanting anything will be completely ruined. At this time, Yifeng also looked at the drunkard old man with an expectant look. After all, once the other party takes the initiative to ask, it is for these hard work fees. Fuck. Stop messing with me. Who can resist such temptation? Seeing the top-level fairy fruits, legendary fairy herbs, and special natural treasures that Yifeng took out, the drunkard old man's eyes were straight. After all, the things Yifeng took out were not ordinary things. What to do? Should we still protect the state of mind of no desire? I feel like I can't bear it anymore. The value of these fairy fruits, fairy herbs, and special treasures is far beyond my imagination. At this time, the drunkard old man's face also showed an extremely struggling look. Xiaobazi. We can't finish these 3 beggar chickens. Go and catch a garbage fairy beast, and we will feed the rest to the garbage fairy beasts, to avoid waste. Noticing the drunkard old man's situation at this time, Yifeng also spoke directly to the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion. Such a delicious beggar chicken, to be fed to a garbage fairy beast? You call this not a waste? Hearing Yifeng's words, and looking at the beggar chicken that made people salivate, the drunkard old man finally made a decision, and then looked at Yifeng and said, Master, if you can't eat it, can you give me some? Give up. The drunkard old man completely gave up his desireless state of mind. From now on, he will follow his heart and start a new life. Chapter 527 Brother, I'm busy, don't affect my performance. After a moment. Smells good. It smells so good. Such a delicious beggar's chicken, I almost missed it. The drunkard old man who ate beggar's chicken also showed a happy smile on his face. Master. I just heard you say that you want to find a housekeeper. I'm good at this, I wonder if Master can give me a chance. At this time, the drunkard old man also looked at Yifeng and asked. So soon to take the bait? Hearing the drunkard old man's words, Yifeng's mouth also showed a smile, and then directly said, Of course, but if the drunkard senior doesn't do well, I will change someone. Master, don't worry. I can definitely do it well. I just don't know if Master has any requirements for me? After hearing Yifeng's words, the drunkard old man also asked respectfully. Spendthrift. As a spendthrift god, the housekeeper around me must be able to spendthrift. As the saying goes, a housekeeper who can't spendthrift is not a qualified housekeeper. Hearing the drunkard old man's question, Yifeng also stated his requirements. To be a butler, you have to be a spendthrift? If you are not a spendthrift, you are not a qualified butler? Stunned. The drunkard old man was stunned at this moment. This was different from his understanding of a butler. After a moment. Master. Each of these 9 fairy rings contains 100,000 top-level fairy fruits. How about letting me and Master Xiaoba take 4 fairy rings each, and then use the 400,000 top-grade fairy fruits inside to build 4 fruit-scented earthen houses each? I want to compete with him to see who can build the best-looking earthen house. After having a good meal and a good drink, the drunken old man looked at the 9 fairy rings on the ground beside him, and thought of the housekeeper's request made by Yifeng before, and looked directly at Yifeng and asked tentatively. Is this guy so smart? Hearing what the drunkard said, Yifeng was also surprised, and thought to himself, not only did he start to ask for things, he even wanted to win or lose. This guy's state of mind of no desire seems to be really broken. Okay. Then you guys compete. I also want to see who can build the best-looking earth house in the end. And the 100,000 top-level fairy fruits in the 9th fairy ring, I will reward the winner later. After thinking for a moment, Yifeng also looked at the drunkard old man and the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion and said, "Swish! Swish!" Hearing what Yifeng said, the drunkard old man and the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion took 4 fairy rings from the ground, and ran to the left and right sides respectively, and then started to build the earth house directly. No one of them wants to lose. Not to get the reward of the last 100,000 top-level fairy fruits, but to prove that the earth house built by the other party is definitely uglier than their own. Why? 2 players who build ugly earth houses compete. How can I have too much fantasy? When Yifeng saw that the prototype of the earth house built by the 2 was still extremely ugly, he turned his head and sighed helplessly, and then muttered to himself, "After all, I overestimated their ability to build." On the other side. Huh? Why did Big Brother contact me? The drunk old man who was busy building an earth house found that the sound transmission stone in his arms had responded, and he also frowned slightly and activated the sound transmission stone with his spiritual sense. "Second brother. Where are you? Just now I was wandering in the Xianming forest and happened to find some delicious monkey wine. I'll send some to you." After activating the sound transmission stone, an old voice first sounded from the drunk old man's mind. "Big brother. You can keep that broken monkey wine for yourself, I don't want it. Now I'm busy competing with others to build earth houses. I absolutely can't lose. Don't affect me." After hearing what the eldest brother said, the drunk old man also responded quickly. "Competing in building mud houses? Absolutely cannot lose?" Jing Xiaoshan on the other side was stunned after hearing this. He couldn't believe that this was what his brother could say. "Second brother. Are you crazy? Even if you compete with others, you can't care so much about winning or losing. Just let it go. If you do this, won't our state of mind of no desire and no desire that we have cultivated with great difficulty be ruined?" After recovering from his shock, Jing Xiaoshan also hurriedly persuaded him. "Brother. I have realized it. Go to hell with being selfless. From now on, I will follow my heart and start my new life." After saying that, Jing Xiaoyao directly cut off the connection with the sound transmission stone, and then devoted himself to the competition of building a mud house. Fuck. Second brother is crazy. No, I have to go over and take a look. I can't let my second brother destroy myself. Jing Xiaoshan on the other side reacted and took out a designated space portal, and then activated it with blood. Huh? Who is coming? When Yifeng found that a space crack appeared above Jing Xiaoyao, a look of doubt appeared on his face. Second brother. When Jing Xiaoshan came out of the space crack, he was about to call his second brother, but he saw a scene that he would never forget. What are you doing? What is the second brother doing? That is the Qingling fruit, one of the top 10 fairy fruits in the Tiandao battlefield. As a result, he was actually using such precious Qingling fruit juice to liven up the mud. Seeing Jing Xiaoyao using the juice of 100,000 Qingling fruits to make mud alive, Jing Xiaoshan was completely dumbfounded. He even felt distressed. Fuck. I can't watch it anymore. That's someone else's stuff. They can spend it however they want. Why should I feel sorry for them? After discovering his situation, Jing Xiaoshan quickly turned his head away. He was afraid that if he continued to watch, his desireless state of mind would be affected. It's not that his state of mind of no desire is not strong enough, it's really that he has never seen such a prodigal. This guy is actually Jing Xiaoyao's elder brother. And he is also an immortal who has cultivated a state of mind of no desire. The most important thing is that he is also suitable to be a prodigal disciple, which is interesting. After Yi Feng, who was not far away, learned about Jing Xiaoshan's situation from the system, his face also showed a hint of playfulness. System. Use the opportunity of peeping into the secrets of heaven once, to check what Jing Xiaoshan wants most. Soon, Yi Feng asked the system directly. In his opinion, if one is taken, then two are taken, so why not take this opportunity to directly take down these two weird brothers? Chapter 528 Master, I'm participating in this competition, ding. Consume one chance to spy on the secrets of heaven. What Jing Xiaoshan wants most is the complete Golden Thunder mysterious art and the Golden Thunder mysterious heavenly fluid required for this art. He currently only has the upper and middle parts, but lacks the lower part, which makes it impossible for him to cultivate the Golden Thunder mysterious body to perfection. As Yi Feng finished speaking, the system's prompt sounded in his mind. Jing Xiaoshan. Do you want to join them? Let's see who builds the best-looking earth house in the end. After understanding the situation, Yi Feng also walked in front of Jing Xiaoshan, and then asked with a smile. Little brother, although I don't know what you did to my brother. But I will definitely not participate in this kind of competition to win or lose. After hearing Yi Feng's words, Jing Xiaoshan also stared at Yi Feng and expressed his thoughts. Really? If you win, you can get the complete Jinlei Xiangong technique? Seeing that Jing Xiaoshan resolutely rejected his proposal, Yi Feng continued to speak slowly. Stare. Hearing Yi Feng's words, Jing Xiaoshan's pupils were widened in shock, and his eyes looking at Yi Feng were full of disbelief. He didn't expect that the other party would have the complete Jinlei Xiangong technique. You know, he has been looking for the lower part of the Jinlei Xiangong technique for thousands of years, but there has been no news. If he didn't have a state of mind without desire and a mentality of finding it or not, he would have gone crazy by now. After taking a deep breath, Jing Xiaoshan looked at Yi Feng and said, Little brother, I still say that I will definitely not participate in this kind of competition to win or lose, but if you can give me the complete Jinlei Xiangong technique or exchange it with me, then I will be very happy. Maybe I am a little shameless, but this is what I think. If I really can't get it, it can only prove that I have no chance with it. Is this the state of mind of having no desires and no demands? This is a disease. How did you two brothers cultivate to the realm of immortals and gods? After hearing Jing Xiaoshan's words, Yi Feng's face was full of black lines. He suddenly felt that the two brothers could cultivate to the realm of immortals and gods with such a morbid state of mind. In addition to having a certain talent for cultivation, the rest was all luck. It's impossible to give it to you. Besides, I won't trade with you. However, if you win this earth house building competition, I will also give you a large bucket of Jinlei Xiantian liquid. After a moment of silence, Yi Feng looked at Jing Xiaoshan and spoke again. If you win, you can not only get the complete Jinlei Xiangong technique, but also a large bucket of Jinlei Xiantian liquid. Hearing Yi Feng's words, Jing Xiaoshan fell silent again, but his eyes showed an extremely struggling look. Either give up the state of mind of no desire, or give up the technique that you have been looking for and the special training resources needed for cultivation. Fuck. I finally understand why my second brother has become like this. Who the hell can stand this? After a long silence, Jing Xiaoshan looked directly at Yi Feng and said, Master, I will participate in this competition. Hearing Jing Xiaoshan's words, Yi Feng also revealed a smile, and thought to himself, it's so simple to change a person's state of mind. What is Jing Xiaoshan doing? Seeing Jing Xiaoshan suddenly squat down, and then began to try to build a miniature earth house on the ground, Yi Feng was also confused. Jing Xiaoshan, what are you doing? With doubts, Yi Feng also looked at the other party and asked. Master. They are too stupid. They obviously don't know how to build an earth house, but they are still building it blindly. They are not competing to see who builds a better-looking one, but who builds a uglier one. Like me, first practice with a miniature earth house. Not only does it not take a long time, but also can clearly know the problems of building an earth house by yourself. After continuous attempts, you can definitely build the most perfect earth house. Hearing Yifeng's inquiry, Jing Xiaoshan also explained aloud. Hearing what the other party said, Yifeng also looked directly at the man and the beast in the distance, and then muttered to himself, sometimes, the brain is really too important. A moment later. Brother. What are you going to do? Don't tell me you want to compete with us in building a mud house? Seeing Jing Xiaoshan suddenly appearing on the side and also starting to animate the mud with the top fairy fruit, Jing Xiaoyao also asked in disbelief. Second brother. You have given up your desireless state of mind and have completely fallen. As a big brother, how can I watch you fall alone? Since I can't save you, I will fall with you. For you, big brother is willing to give up the desireless state of mind. After hearing Jing Xiaoyao's words, Jing Xiaoshan also said with a serious face. Hearing this, Jing Xiaoyao's face was instantly covered with black lines, and then he said directly, Big brother, do you really think I am a fool? Just tell me, what benefits did the young master give you? This actually didn't give me any benefits. If I win, he will give me the complete Jinlei Xiangong technique and a large bucket of Jinlei Xiantian liquid. Hearing Jing Xiaoyao's question, Jing Xiaoshan also explained with embarrassment. So that's it. Big brother, let me say it, giving up the desireless state of mind, I feel that the whole person has become much happier, which has never happened before. After understanding the situation, Jing Xiaoyao also said his true thoughts at this time. Second brother. You are wrong. You only feel this way when you are with this young master. For tens of thousands of years, we two brothers have experienced everything. Haven't we seen few treasures in other people's hands? But compared with the things in this young master's hands, those are nothing. Take this top-level fairy fruit, others are willing to spend so much money, even if they are willing to spend money, at most they will spend dozens of them, which will not have any impact on our state of mind. But this young master is different, he is really a spendthrift, a crazy spendthrift, and then he also gives us benefits that we can't refuse at all, this is the key. After hearing Jing Xiaoyao's words, Jing Xiaoshan gave a different explanation. On the other side. Young Master Yi. Why is there another one? The eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion came to Yifeng at this time and asked in surprise. This man is the elder brother of the drunkard old man. I plan to take both of them into the prodigal family. After the competition is over, I will ask for their opinions. If nothing unexpected happens, we can return to the Holy Land soon. Hearing the question of the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion, Yifeng also smiled and explained. Chapter 529 Dare to bet with Yi Xiao, they will cry soon. System. Today's prodigal product has been spent, why haven't I been rewarded yet? When the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion returned to continue to build the earth house, Yifeng also asked the system. After all, 1 million soul-protecting destiny pills have long been turned into medicine earth houses. Ding. Remind the host that the reward was issued when the host was eating beggar chicken and drinking fine wine. At that time, in order not to affect the host's enjoyment of food, the host was not reminded when the reward was issued. As Yifeng's voice fell, the voice of the system rang from his mind. A reward of an immortality pill was actually given. After hearing the system's explanation, Yifeng also checked the rewards. In addition to the normal 1,000 prodigal points reward, he also found an extra immortality pill. In this case, the number of immortality pills he currently has reached 9, and he can directly reach the peak of the 9th level of the immortal saint realm. Before taking them into the prodigal family, should we make a bet with them? At this time, Yifeng also looked at the two brothers Jing Shaoshan and Jing Xiaoyao, who were busy building a mud house not far away. A moment later, looking at the mud house built by Jing Shaoshan that looked like a palace, and then looking at the ugly mud house built by Jing Xiaoyao and the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion, Yifeng also shook his head helplessly, and then said directly, "This time, Jing Shaoshan won the mud house building competition." Crap. Although the mud house I built is still a little ugly, it is definitely better than that of Xiaoba. Originally, the winner should be me. I shouldn't have activated the sound transmission stone before. Seeing Jing Shaoshan snatch the honor that should have belonged to him, Jing Xiaoyao was going crazy. Jing Shaoshan, first place in the competition, the reward is the complete Golden Thunder Mysterious Art and a large bucket of Golden Thunder Mysterious Heavenly Liquid. Jing Xiaoyao, second place in the competition, the reward is 100,000 top-level fairy fruits. Yifeng handed 2 fairy rings to the two of them. Seeing the fairy rings in his hand, Jing Xiaoyao couldn't believe his eyes. He didn't expect that the second place could get a reward. As for the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion on the side, it didn't have much reaction at this time. If it lost, and it didn't care about these things. Jing Shaoshan. Jing Xiaoyao. Do you dare to bet with me? Bet whether I can break through from the 9th peak of the Immortal Emperor realm to the 9th peak of the Immortal Saint realm in one go. If I lose, the reward will be multiplied tenfold. If I win, you have to return the reward I just got to me. How about it, are you interested? At this time, Yifeng looked at the two brothers and proposed such a bet. Young master. We two brothers have a special state of mind of no desire or demand. What should be ours, we want, and what should not be ours, we will not force it, so, I bet. As he said, Jing Shaoshan handed back the fairy ring he had just received. He didn't believe that Yifeng could directly break through a major realm, because that was simply impossible. Moreover, he just noticed that the large barrel of Jinlei Shantian liquid in the fairy ring was a large wooden barrel with a diameter of 1 meter and a height of 2 meters. Now there was a chance to turn one barrel into 10 barrels. How could he refuse such a good thing? Brother. This is greed. You have to learn to control yourself. Master, I can't control myself, so I'm also betting. Jing Xiaoyao, who was standing aside, also handed the fairy ring containing the top fairy fruit to Yifeng. It's over. You dare to bet with Master Yi. You will definitely lose everything. They will cry soon. At this time, the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion saw the two people's confident look and shook his head helplessly. Boom. 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 At this moment, bursts of breakthrough aura burst out from Yifeng's body one after another. The peak of the first level of the Immortal Saint realm. The peak of the second level of the Immortal Saint realm. The peak of the third level of the Immortal Saint realm. When Yifeng's strength successfully broke through to the peak of the 9th level of the Immortal Saint realm, the breakthrough aura stopped. Master Yi is Master Yi. It's really fucking bang bang. Even in the ancient times, I have never seen anyone break through like this. Although he had guessed the result long ago, he was extremely shocked when he saw Yifeng break through a major realm in such a rough way. Bang. Bang. However, on the other side, after watching Yifeng's entire breakthrough process, the two brothers Jing Shaoshan and Jing Xiaoyao all sat on the ground with dazed expressions, not daring to believe that everything they just saw was real. It's over. My complete version of the Golden Thunder Mysterious Art and a large bucket of Golden Thunder Mysterious Heavenly Liquid are all gone. It's all caused by greed. After recovering from his shock, Jing Shaoshan also revealed a look of wanting to cry but not being able to. He had never thought that someone could actually break through in such a way. This simply refreshed his cognition. Brother. I told you to control yourself, why didn't you listen to my advice? Now it's all right. In order not to make you feel bad alone, I also put in 100,000 top-level fairy fruits. At this time, Jing Xiaoyao also spoke to Jing Xiaoshan helplessly, showing the deep brotherly love to the fullest. Fuck. Second brother, why didn't I realize that you were so shameless before? I lost the bet because I didn't control myself. You lost the bet because you accompanied me to bear the pain? Hearing Jing Xiaoyao's words, Jing Xiaoshan couldn't believe his ears. It takes a shameless person to say such words. Xiaobazi. Take them both over and tell them about the situation of the prodigal family. See if they want to join the prodigal family. Seeing the two brothers who loved each other so much, Yifeng covered his head and spoke to the eight-winged golden-eyed crazy lion beside him. A moment later. Young Master Yi. Tell them everything clearly. They all want to join the prodigal family and contribute their own strength to the development of the prodigal family. When the eight-winged golden-eyed crazy lion came back with the two of them, he also looked at Yifeng and explained the situation. You too. Have you really decided? You only have one chance. If you can't be 100% loyal to me, you will definitely not be able to join the prodigal sect. After hearing the words of the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion, Yifeng also looked at the two and asked again. Master. We two brothers have decided. Please give us a chance. Hearing Yifeng's question, Jing Xiaoshan also responded with a serious face. A moment later. Ding. Congratulations to the host for completing the task, reward 30 million prodigal points, and reward 8 sets of special clothing. When the two were recognized by the system and successfully became disciples of the prodigal sect, the system's reward prompt sounded from Yifeng's mind. Chapter 530 Xiao Diaozi, then you are worse off than me. Xiao Bazi. Let's hurry back to the Holy Land. After hearing the system's reward prompt sound, Yifeng also threw a designated space portal to the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion with excitement. A moment later. What's going on? The sect master didn't say anything to us. Just left? Seeing Yifeng and the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion walk directly into the space portal, the brothers Jing Xiaoshan and Jing Xiaoyao were stunned. Brother. I heard from Master Xiaoba that the master would give instructions to everyone who was accepted into the prodigal sect. And I had also thought about how to express my loyalty to the master and the prodigal sect, but who would have thought that I wouldn't even have the chance to show it? Why do I feel like we're just making up the numbers? After recovering from his shock, Jing Xiaoyao smiled bitterly and expressed his thoughts to Jing Xiaoshan. Second brother. You can't say that. When the master entered the space portal, he waved his sleeves to us. So, the master still cares about us. Hearing what Jing Xiaoyao said, Jing Xiaoshan also expressed his thoughts seriously. Master. I'm now a disciple of the prodigal sect, so do I still need to continue to guard the entrance to the Holy Land like Little Leopard and Little Eagle? Back outside the Holy Land, the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion also looked at Yifeng expectantly and asked. You are already a prodigal disciple. Why are you still looking at the gate? After a while, you will go out and be a prodigal, and don't stay in the Holy Land. In fact, the black-bladed white jade sculpture is also suitable to be a prodigal disciple, but unfortunately, it took that step back and missed this opportunity. Hearing the question of the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion, Yifeng also gave an answer. Master, what about the swift red thunder leopard? Hearing this, the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion also asked, curiously. Don't talk about the little leopard. Although I don't know the specific reason, it doesn't even have the qualifications to join the family of prodigals. It is really born to guard the gate. After saying that, Yifeng led the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion towards the maze array in front. Young Master Yi. You are back. When they were halfway through the maze array, Fong Feng appeared in front of Yifeng and the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion, and then looked at Yifeng respectfully and said. Huh? Fong Fong, are you in control of the eye of the maze array now? After seeing Fong Fong, Yi Feng also asked in surprise. Young Master Yi. It is also because Elder Yu Gui is more optimistic about me that he handed the eye to me. I will try my best to guard the maze array. Hearing Yi Feng's question, Fong Fong also hurriedly explained. Hey. I am a dignified ancient soul cultivator, but I have become a small captain who guards the gate. This experience, whether it should be said or not, it is really fucking cool. Fong Fong, who was leading the way, also had a proud look on his face. After all, he had spent a lot of effort to flatter Elder Yu Gui to get this captain. Moreover, although he was just a captain guarding the gate, this was the holy land of Star Soul. Even if there was a leader of a dominant force asking him to take the position, he would smile slightly and tell the other party to get out of here as far as possible. By the way, Fong Fong, how are you recovering now? Are the cultivation resources and natural treasures in the Holy Land enough for you to strengthen this body? After walking for a while, Yi Feng suddenly thought of something, and then he looked at Fong Fong and asked with a smile. Young Master Yi. Enough, more than enough. I just pick up some rare and legendary fairy grass on the roadside every day, which is enough for me. Hearing Yi Feng's question, Fong Fong also responded quickly. That's good. Xiao Batzi, you stay here for a while. I'll go find Master first. At this time, the 2 people and 1 beast also walked out of the maze formation. After arranging the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion, Yi Feng rushed directly to the direction of Wuji Peak. Take Master away first. Then watch a wave of benefits. Finally, go back to Xinghuan Peak to find Tang Xiaoqiang, and it's time to accept him as a personal disciple. On the way to Wuji Peak, Yi Feng was also thinking about the next few things that need to be dealt with. On the other side. Little Leopard. Little Eagle. I'm afraid I can't keep guarding the gate with you guys anymore. When the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion found the swift red thunder leopard and the black-edged white jade eagle, he proudly told them the situation. You're not guarding the gate with us anymore? What's the matter? Did you make young Master Yi angry when you went out with him twice? After hearing what the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion said, the black-edged white jade eagle asked curiously. You made young Master Yi angry? How is that possible? I am deeply loved by the sect master, but it's a pity that the sect master's love cannot be equally shared by you. Hearing the words of the black-bladed white jade eagle, the 8-winged golden-eyed crazy lion also chuckled, and then explained. Deeply loved by the sect master? Why did this guy call Yi Xiao the sect master? When the little leopard and the little eagle heard the words of the 8-winged golden-eyed crazy lion, a hint of doubt appeared on their faces. Soon. When the 8-winged golden-eyed crazy lion briefly explained this situation to the 2 beasts, the eyes of the little leopard and the little eagle instantly revealed a strong sense of regret. If they had known that there was such an opportunity to change their fate, they would never have taken a step back even if their legs were cut off. Wait. Mina. You just said that the little eagle is also suitable to be a prodigal disciple, what about me? At this moment, the swift-winged red thunder leopard suddenly thought of something, and then hurriedly looked at the 8-winged golden-eyed crazy lion and asked. Little leopard. According to the sect master, you don't even have the qualifications to join the loser sect. You are simply born to be the gatekeeper. Hearing the question from the swift-winged scarlet thunder leopard, the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion also explained aloud, and at the same time thought to himself, I'm afraid that little leopard will be very sad after learning about this situation. Ha ha ha, however, contrary to the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion's expectation, the swift red thunder leopard laughed loudly after hearing it, and then looked directly at the black-bladed white jade sculpture beside him and said, Little sculpture, if you look at it this way, you are much more miserable than me. Stunned. Hearing the words of the swift red thunder leopard, the black-bladed white jade sculpture was stunned on the spot. It was originally thinking of comforting the other party, but after hearing what the other party said, it seemed that it was really the most miserable one. Wuji Peak, Holy Temple. Master. I got another batch of good stuff. Let's find a place where no one is, and then you can try it out to see if it fits. After arriving at the Holy Temple, seeing Luo Qianxue practicing, Yifeng also hurried over, and then lowered his voice and said hurriedly,